Hi, welcome back to the special edition of Youth News Network. I'm Anika Prasad with Project Pink. I'm here with
Aditi Nair,
Elizabeth.
Approximately 200,000 cases of breast cancer are diagnosed in the United States each year. With its large presence, are the current breast cancer awareness efforts doing enough?
I do think they're doing enough. We have the National Breast Cancer Foundation, the Susan G. Komen. These foundations are raising millions of dollars throughout the nation to find a cure for cancer. So in that sense, yes, I do think they're doing enough. But I don't think they're doing enough when it comes to our generation. Even in our school, we've seen that not a lot of people know a little bit about breast cancer except just the pink ribbon.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but But in our society, it's the way to get your word out there is through social media, through the internet. That's how people know about these things, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like what we're doing, our approach to breast cancer awareness is kind of modernizing.
Yeah.
It's using all the platforms that it is possible to access in order to spread awareness. And that's kind of preparing future generations of people.
Yeah.
So when they become adults, they know what they're dealing with. They've heard about this before.
Right.
And going back to what Elizabeth said, I think at our school, not very many people knew even the basics of breast cancer, just the basic information, basic prevention, treatment methods, and anything. It was very foreign to them, and it's not talked about at all.
Right. And just like me, just not being so aware of breast cancer, my dreams come an oncologist, but even this young, I don't think I was introduced to the breast cancer things I've learned being a part of this project and researching. I did not realize that the female identity stuff was such a big idea or such a big issue. And I do think they're raising so much money, these huge organizations, but like you said, I do think they need to modernize it to get everyone, not just the people who've already known about it, not just the people who are going on their websites or whatever, or know their organization, but get new people and teach everyone, not just their niche people that they always get.
Yeah.
And I think it's surprising that about screening and other things like this, even the older age demographic, there's still a large part of them that they don't get screened regularly and they don't know about getting mammograms and other stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's not everyone doesn't just go get screened.
Right. It's when you're diagnosed, then you're like, oh, I had to get screened, or I had to get the mammogram. But there's no prevention.
Right. And I feel our society doesn't seem to care about these things until they're directly affected by it.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that needs to change is we all need to be making a difference because we are so gifted and we're so thankful to be sitting here today and not be going through that we should be giving up our time and trying to raise as much money to make sure no one has to go through that.
Right.
Because regardless if I'm going through it or if my family's going through it, no one should have to go through that pain ever. And it shouldn't just be just because I'm going through it, just because my family's going through it, because I should care. Everyone should care at any point in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Whether it's impacting you or not,
Yeah.
you should take a stand and do something about it.
Yeah.
And then again, there's myths and misconceptions that a lot of people don't know about. And again, the stigmatism surrounding breast cancer in a community too.
Yes.
Right.
When we went to one of our tables at a community center, the females were very open to looking at our models and stuff.
But the males, they
when we
wouldn't
would talk
come.
to a male,
No.
they were very hesitant to look at the models and stuff, which I understand to an extent, but when it comes to a medical standpoint, we have to ignore the stigmatism that goes around just a female body. This is not just a sex object. This is a medical thing. This is things that women go through, and it shouldn't be stigmatized just because that's what their body is and that's what they were born with.
And a lot of people don't know, especially I didn't know until we started this project, is that men can have breast
they
cancer
can also
too.
get it.
Yeah.
And then, but a lot of them didn't know that. They didn't
right.
approach us because
They think it's just for females.
Yeah, a lot of people, as you said, when we hold tables, they'll just look at us and then they'll just walk by.
Yes.
Because it's it's so stigmatized.
And especially because they are a male, they don't think they have to care or do any impact to their community because they don't think it affects them.
And I think the stigma, it impacts warriors' mental health.
Yeah.
Or if anyone's dealing with it, they feel oh, it's this is
I shouldn't talk about it. Yeah. I think our job and what we're trying to do is just show it to everyone, males, females, all ages through our social media and other things. And I think we've done a really good job at doing that so far, and we continue to. And I think everyone needs to do that. These big organizations need to improve on going towards everyone, not just females, not just the older population, but going towards all ages and everyone, so everyone is informed and everyone can make a change in their community.
So to sum it up, I think we talked a lot about this topic, and to watch more of our conversations, tune in to the Youth News Network YouTube channel at WatchYNN.